What's going on, guys? It's Michael, and today I'm going to be giving you a review of the latest MCU flick, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. It is once again directed by Peyton Reed and serves as the third film in the Ant-Man trilogy, along with being the first film in the MCU Phase 5. In this movie, we follow Scott Lang as he's living his life peacefully after the events of Avengers Endgame. He has since written a book, he's spending more time with his daughter, and is spending more time with his family. He's joined by Hank, Janet, Hope, and his daughter Cassie as they discover the Quantum Realm along with its various creatures and the overall scope of the world, and they encounter Kang the Conqueror. Basically, they're setting him up to be the next big bad similar to Thanos. And to be honest, that was the big selling point for me. Like, I enjoyed the past two Ant-Man movies. I thought they were a lot of fun, filled with heart, action, and humor. I thought those movies were solid, but I was really interested to see what they were going to do with this movie, how they were going to explore the Quantum Realm, and how they're going to further develop Kang the Conqueror. And get the positives out of the way. Let's just say that Jonathan Majors is incredible as Kang. He really brings it as all and is easily the best part of the movie. He is brutal. I love the performance from Jonathan Majors. And I understood his motivation. I think he has the potential to be a really good villain going forward. And I think this movie did a really good job at establishing how big of a threat Kang the Conqueror actually is. Paul Rudd is once again great. He's giving it his all. He's just such a likable actor, and whatever movie he's in, I'll go watch it. I mean, he was great in the previous two Ant-Man movies, and it's no different here. He's got some moments to shine, and I really like his chemistry with Kang along with the other characters. There's also some fun and creative sequences in here, similar to the first two Ant-Man movies. They're kind of far in between, but when they're there, it's enjoyable to watch. Unfortunately, that's where the positives come to an end because I found Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania to be an absolute train wreck. Which sucks for me to say because I was really looking forward to this movie. Like I said, I enjoyed the first two Ant-Man movies, and I thought this one had the potential to kickstart the Phase 5 of the MCU on a high note. You have Kang being a badass, which you do get, but I was hoping for a stronger script. There's just so many plot holes and plot conveniences that just left me scratching my head, and there's certain character decisions that just did not sit right with me at all. I don't know, everyone just felt out of character, and pretty much every character was an idiot. Like, I don't really know how else to say it. I was just dumbfounded. We also have visual effects that have a lot to be desired. Let's just say that it looks rough. It's been known that the Marvel VFX artists have been having a really hard time with polishing the visual effects for these projects, and it really shows here. I mean, like, there's a lot of sequences in here. I'm just like, this looks fake. I mean, I know they're like on a green screen and a blue screen, but a lot of it just looks so distracting, and it looked like it was out of a video game. Not even a high quality video game at that. Something like PS1 or PS2 graphic level. Just some of it just looked awful. I don't know what happened here. It's just hard to get invested when your entire world just looks fake and generic. Other than Jonathan Majors and Paul Rudd, I thought the performances in this were very mediocre, especially from the actress who plays Cassie. I just wasn't really a fan about how they changed her actress from the one from Avengers Endgame to the one that we have now. Nothing against the new actress. I think she does fine with what she's given. It's just how the character was written and just how the script played overall. There are some great sequences with Kang, especially around the third act, but it's just too bad that it's in a movie that seems to be at war with itself. On one hand, it wants to be an Ant-Man movie, while on the other hand, it wants to be like this big setup movie for the MCU Phase 5 and the overall bigger scale of the multiverse saga. It's just kind of hard for me to enjoy a movie that just seems to be more focused on setting up for future projects instead of being its own movie. Like, I was hoping that this would be a solid conclusion to the Ant-Man trilogy, along with being a decent setup to what is going to be happening with this next phase of Marvel. But like I said, it leans more into that like exposition territory, and is like, oh hey, these are things that are going to be happening next in the MCU. Aren't you excited? And I'm just like I don't know. Like, I think there's some things that they could do that will be really cool in this phase. It's just, for me, it's a little hard to get excited for because, I mean, Phase 4 and now the start of this, Phase 5, like the quality of these like movies and shows have just been very inconsistent, and it's hard to tell like whether it's going to be good or not. It's like it's hard for me to care. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't know, man. It just makes me really sad because the first three phases of Marvel were perfect. I mean, there's some movies that are better than others, but you could just tell that Kevin Feige had a plan from beginning to end with the first three phases of Marvel. And with this, it just kind of seems like he's running out of ideas, or maybe he just has like too much ideas and he doesn't really know like what to do with it. It's unfortunate, and I really hope that Feige takes notes going forward. Just have these projects like stand on their own. Have them like have space. I mean, like with the movies and TV shows. I mean, he says that there's going to be a bit of a slowdown, but is there really? I mean, like, sure, I mean, the Marvels just got delayed from July to November of this year, but like how's that gonna affect the movie? Like, hopefully the visual effects look better than they probably would have like when it was going to come out in July. I don't know. It's just frustrating on where we're at, and to be honest, I'm for this phase, I'm mostly looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Loki Season 2, depending on which direction that goes in. I don't know, I mean, we'll see what happens, but overall, I thought that Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was a very, very rough start to this phase of Marvel, and with that said, I'm going to be giving the movie a C-. This review was a little bit all over the place. It's just, I have a lot on my mind with this movie, and I'm just trying to like process it all. I mean, I don't know. I'm basically what I'm trying to say is, Marvel, please do better. I know you can. I've seen you make great movies. Let's not go deeper down into mediocrity. How what we're doing right now. But enough of my rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video. I will see you all on the next one.